My name is Darrin Schober. I'm a physical therapist with Optimum Therapies, and I want to talk with you very specifically about the wrist and the hand and maintaining good range of motion and function. What would you do without your wrist and hand function? The region of your body is instrumental in all our daily tasks, leisure activities, work demands, and if you're having problems with your wrist, it can impact your life huge. Some of the common complaints that we hear from patients is, I can't hold my coffee mug. If I'm trying to pull up my pants or squeeze, it's painful. Do I have carpal tunnel? I have traveling numbness and tingling that goes down in my hand. I can't bear weight on my wrist. Why am I losing grip strength? As a physical therapist, it's important for me to first hear about those symptoms and listen to you and why they're happening, because typically they do trace back to a slow gradual onset or some kind of adaptation that you've undergone, but it's gone unnoticed. As you can tell, this area requires a high level of routine motion. So loss in range of motion of your wrist or your hand can cause tendons and your joints to adapt. You combine these adaptations and with repeated stress of just daily living, and you're gonna start to have inflammation, you're gonna have pain, you're gonna have stiffness, you're gonna have worn tendons, gripping and pinching tasks are gonna become problematic. It's the musculoskeletal expert, the physical therapist, that's trained in evaluating how is your wrist moving? So clinically as a physical therapist, it's important for us to first understand and determine what stage the patient is in their recovery. So a real quick determination of this is we look at simple range of motion of your wrist. Can the person fully extend their wrist doing a simple prayer stretch? Can they fully flex their wrist? Can they make a fist? Can they open their fingers? These are all common range of motion measurements that we need to see before we can then thoroughly evaluate what is the primary restriction, what's limiting those tendons and those other structures from transitioning through the hand that is limiting over time or adapting, that's going to impact your grip strength in twisting and turning activities. It's Optimum Therapy's goal is to offer you direct access to the physical therapist. We want compassionate service, and we want it to be affordable care that each individual requires to ensure a successful outcome.